All right, here we go.
All right. So let's see who is. So the killer, I'm not sure what team this is. We do see that it's the demo. Can I get a confirmation on who's killer and who's surviving?
FCKZ is on We Overslept.
Okay, so I just got confirmation. Zed is the killer, and he is on We Overslept. So the survivors are going to be Bubba's Bullies. And we saw a really strong performance with Bubba's Bullies as far as survivors go last time they played, earlier this week or last week. So we'll see if they can continue that. This is Asteroid as the survivor, Steve. And in my opinion, I think he's the best survivor in this league. So we'll see if he can kind of prove that statement, or if he, shits the bed. Looks like the killer is still going to chase him. Now this pallet's kind of weak, so we'll see how he runs here. He baited the pallet. All right, so he did a good job baiting the pallet there, but then unfortunately he vaulted and the Demogorgon was able to get a hit. So this will be his first hook. And that was probably about, what, say 30 seconds in. So pretty good for We Overslept to get a hook early game. Now they did get a generator completed, and that's because 2 survivors were working on that. So they were able to finish that generator in 47 seconds.
So I want to ask a question. Going into this matchup, what were you exactly expecting to see? Like, are we expecting kind of a shutout game from We Overslept here, or Bubba's Bullies? Like, what are we thinking we're going to be seeing here?
Well, I don't know much about We Overslept. I haven't been able to see a lot of them. I do know that their record is 0-4. So, and Bubba's Bully is 3-1. So as far as on paper goes, you would think Bubba's Bullies is gonna just kind of destroy, but I haven't really seen We've Overslept play, so I can't just assume. That could just be maybe they were playing strong teams. Who knows? Like, it's Dead by Daylight. Anyone can win at any time, in my opinion. Okay, so I really liked what the survivor did, how they made it look like they were going to loop around the pallet at the ambulance and then just linked it to the preschool. All right.
It looks like he's having trouble committing to a chase here for any length of time. I don't know. Maybe he's a little bit nervous today.
Well, I think that's this like I said, this map, it's killer sided, but against a really strong survivor team that can bang out those gens in like the middle area and force the killer to have to go to the outside and cover more ground, it could be survivor sided. And if the killer commits too long to a chase, especially at a strong structure such as this house, then the gens are going to get progressed and they're going to get completed.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, these breakable doors in the new updates obviously change the paradigm a little bit with the map, giving it more survivor-sided until you break them, but he's obviously breaking those doors pretty quick.
Right, and this is another hook for him. Is this his second hook, I believe? So 2 hooks for the price of 2 gens.
That is his second hook, yes, and the first hook for that particular player, yes.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, I guess I should have specified on that.
Oh, you're right.
All right, so it looks like they are working together on the generator down in the preschool. Now, the basement is not there, so the basement is going to be in Kill Shack. So that could be something that maybe the Demogorgon would want to maybe play to, is to get someone down the basement, put one of his buttholes up on top of the basement, and be able to, teleport back there if anyone goes there. We'll see what happens. Another generator popped.
Butthole emoji coming TM.
Well, we'll work on it. We promise.
Okay, so it looks like Asteroid's in chase again. Again, this is one of the stronger survivors, so if I was the killer, I'd probably just let him go. And that notification was the Claudette getting saved off the hook.
I'm fairly certain she went into struggle.
I didn't actually catch that, but we will work on that afterwards. We can look at the replay.
That was a good pallet stun. One thing about this map is once a lot of the pallets get broken, it really does create dead zones. So maybe the killer can use that in their favor as well. He's spending a lot of time kind of patrolling the upstairs and downstairs of these structures, which could hurt him in the long run. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, maybe it's just me being an ignorant idiot, but whenever I play on these matches, I always get a little turned around and can never remember which areas there were and weren't pallets. Because I don't know if it's just the layout of the maps or just the way they look the same from all sides. I don't know. But it looks like... ooh. Go ahead. Looks like he's chasing this guy again.
He's chasing Asteroid again. And I don't know how long he's going to want to do this, especially with Steve being fully health.
Yeah.
So he gets another pallet break, which is good. He's still in chase. He's committing to this. I don't know how this is going to go for him. Another generator popped, so now they only need one. And if he commits to this chase too long, that could be the end. I do hear a generator kind of cruising along right upstairs. He's gonna break off the chase and go to that generator, I think. Well, maybe not. That was a good little mind game there. I don't think Asteroid was expecting that. Now this will be Asteroid's second hook. Now he's looking around as if he's got barbecue. I don't know if maybe he heard Claudette. Little mind game possible there, going through the window, which is interesting. Okay, and Claudette has to throw the God pallet, otherwise she would have gone down there. Looks like Dwight's going to come in for a body block. Make sure that Claudette doesn't go down. And Zed is going to get Dwight down. Good play on their part. He's actually applying a lot of pressure right now. I think that's a good call, leaving Dwight slugged. He's going to go back to pick up Dwight now.
Yeah, it really just feels like this slugging here might be a little bit too late.
Well, it depends. I mean, they still have one gen left to complete. So if you can get two people down, right? Well, now there's only two people. One person has to go pick up some people, and the other person could be working on gen or going to get the other person, right? So no one could be working on a generator. I think the best way to slow down gen progression at this point would be to slug. Then again, it did sound like that generator was almost completed, so who knows? Oh,
and a gen grab.
So it sounds like that gen's really close, and Asteroid was trying to commit to finishing it. This is going to put him on death hook. He is out. So that's
almost certainly going to go back for that.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's got to kick that generator right away. Dwight's got a gen at about 75%. So he might focus on that, thinking that maybe the killer will patrol near the one that's really close to being finished.
Interesting. The servers are definitely pressuring around the map here, though. These different gens, keeping them both pretty high up here.
Yep. I think that's the way to do it at endgame, you know? Endgame, you definitely want to put pressure on the killer to have to patrol multiple areas. Now, I'm surprised the killer broke off that chase with the Dwight being injured. I think a hook there would have been really smart. Now, it looks like the Claudette is going to body block for that person to complete that generator, which is interesting. Maybe not.
That is probably a smart play if she does that, but maybe not doing that. Now she's running away. They got it done anyway.
Yeah. Yep. That might have been, what, Bitter Murmur, possibly? When that generator popped, I thought I saw some auras of people. Okay,
I'm
so
not
we
allowed
got
to tell
Dwight
you.
on a door. Fair enough.
Talk about
Dwight's
it
on a
after.
door. It's gonna take him. It's gonna take
Okay.
him 20 seconds to open up a door. It does look like the Demogorgon's in chase. We'll see if he can secure this hook or not.
It's one gate open.
A nice survivor to 2 survivor body block there at the fence. That was excellent. You know, the preschool can be such a strong structure. Oh my god, to loop at.
What the hell is he doing? Why is he hanging
Yeah,
out
it looked
behind
like-
the killer?
Yeah, Dwight Moans apparently thought he was the killer.
He does get the down
So
by the
he,
gate, though. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
Unfortunate for them, anyway. Good for him, I guess.
Yes. I mean, I would love to see a really close game, so I'm pulling for We Overslept.
Oh, yeah. This is already a really
You know
close
what I
game.
mean?
And I thought it was just going to be like a shutdown from one side or the other, and we're not really seeing a strong showing from either team just yet. Where it's fairly even right now.
Right. Looks like we're
The
gonna get a
hell
little
is-
face camping going on here.
Is he
A
nodding
little
at them?
nod
Yes,
from
he is.
Demigorg. Yeah, yep. Well, here's the deal, right? You got one person already dead. You know the other 2 survivors are here, so it's not like someone can sneak by and get the unhook. So I would probably go for at least try to get a hit on one of them, or push him out, or something. You know? Yeah, he's gonna push him out.
It would make sense to try to push him out. It looks like that's what he's doing anyway. They're pushing themselves out, really. I mean, I think they just realized we're not
Right.
going to get that unhook.
Right. And, you know, giving the killer extra hits does give him more blood points, which does go towards the bonus points at the end of the game. So I wouldn't do that, you know?
And we
Now-
see him not really
okay, so
bothering to
the-
look for Hatch there either.
I was just about to say that same thing, Poggy. you and I think alike, I guess.
I like it. Well, thank you so much for that commentary. I appreciate that, dude. So let's really quickly, before we go into the perks, I just want to review this score that we have so far. And this is the match or game after game 1. We have 3 players in the Survivor Squad with over 16,000. As a reminder, 16,000 points will net you 1 extra point on the Survivor Squad. 32 will net you 2 extra points for your Survivor team. And we see FXCKZ, you get 25. That's actually 24 divided by 4, which is 8 extra points for his team. And what we're going to see here is some of these perks. So first of all, I want to mention that one of these guys had a styptic agent, and I actually am going to pronounce it correctly because, yeah. So anyway, then we also have 1, 2, 3 decisive strikes. 1, 2 borrowed times. That's a lot of decisive strikes. We didn't actually get to see any of it in use, though, which is interesting.
Right. And I think that's a lot. You know, in competitive gameplay, you don't really see a lot of tunneling. It does happen, obviously, and it's probably smarter to do that, to be honest. But you really don't see them, and so the decisive strike doesn't. You don't get the value that you would get in a public game.
Right, that makes sense. So the score after 1 has been tallied, and that's going to bring the score after 1 to 14-17 in favor of We Overslept. A really close start to the day for these guys. It's going to be interesting to see if they're able to maintain that lead or if Bubba's Bullies could pull ahead. But yeah, I really wasn't expecting that. We Overslept came into this as sort of the underdogs, the one that we weren't expecting to really do a whole lot, but they're coming out with a strong-ish lead. I would say strong-ish because, well, for them right now, I think any lead is going to be good for their team. So they have not been performing overly well this season, and I'm looking forward to see if they can actually pull out a win today. That might be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely, and I just want to see more of them so I can actually, you know, talk about them in future games as well. Because unfortunately, I haven't seen a lot. So, great performance so far. I liked what I saw. You know, I think it was a tough map, and you know, I think Zed did a really good job with applying pressure towards the end there. You know.
Yeah. All right,
come-
we're going to
I
get
think
ready to
coming
get
o-
into the next game now. Thank you. Go ahead. You say what you want to say, man. Speak your piece.